And we are back again, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. Usually, y'all probably present Talk Yo Shit. Okay, yeah. So tonight's show is back to school. So some of y'all's cheerings is going back to school. Some of y'all are going back to school, and we just gonna try to take a nostalgia and take it back to a time when life was easier, when you was just going back to school. So with that being said, I'm gonna hand the baton off to the lovely professor. It is your world. Let's get it.
All right, y'all. How y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing tonight? As he said,
Fine.
it's back to
Doing
school
fine.
night. We're just gonna talk about some things that we did growing up in school, whether that be elementary, junior high, high school, and college. So sit back, relax, grab a drink, and join the conversation. So, first question: who was your favorite teacher in school? Who was your favorite teacher in school, and why?
Whatever teacher that was teaching PE.
Why?
For real.
I knew for sure I was getting an A in that class.
That was your reason.
That's my reason.
That's like it's coming from someone who failed PE. Is that your reason?
Yeah. About to say just all I had
Someone
to
who
do
didn't dress.
so we know you didn't dress.
Right.
That's all you needed.
That's
Definitely all
all
you
you
needed.
needed.
Show up, dress for
Look, hold
PE,
on.
you pass.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That was cool. But if there is anybody who went to LA High and you know who Stratton is, you will understand that it wasn't easy to pass that. No, hell no. You damn near had a military sergeant for a fucking PE teacher. Now, if it had been Hardy or anybody else, flying colors. But no.
Why are you saying this like we all went to LA High?
I said, if you went there, and then I explained what type of teacher he was. He was literally, he ran his PE class as if it was military routines.
Did you
But
pass?
no, hell no, because I ditched.
Okay. Which goes back to what we said earlier. You failed PE. So
See, I didn't fail
I
PE,
was
but
good.
PE was easy for me only because I had severe asthma growing up. So I had that note.
Oh, you had an excuse. You didn't have to do shit, but
All
just
my
sit
PE
there.
was handwritten shit that they made me do. That was easy.
See, mine wasn't as severe, so I couldn't use the excuse of it because I would have. I
Well,
really would have.
at least we're talking about PE on the high school level, not PE on the elementary or middle school level. Because I
Oh
really
hell no! That it was
Um,
fun. Middle school, elementary was fun as
they
hell.
wouldn't let me do
yeah,
PE
because it was
because
called
I
it
had
was called recess,
in
and it was
elementary
called
and junior high.
recess at the
Junior
time.
high.
So
Well,
No,
elementary.
PE was different from
Recess and
recess.
recess and elementary PE in elementary was called recess.
it wasn't called recess, but it was another form of recess. Is that what you mean?
I didn't have PE in elementary. One through fifth, I didn't have PE,
Okay. Cool.
but okay.
I had PE all my life. Like ever since I started school, kindergarten PE,
Mm-hmm.
12th grade year. Oh no, I only did 1 year of PE in high school. I think that was my sophomore year.
I'm be honest with you.
I think I
I
did
had
too.
I had two favorite teachers. One, her name was Miss Sokol, and the reason that she was one of my favorites is because she didn't really teach from the curriculum that was given. She taught what she wanted to teach, and it honestly translated a lot better versus just people going directly from the syllabus and going down the line. Like personally, that was one of my most favorite English classes. Was going to hers. Plus, she talked a lot. She talked shit to you. She didn't give a fuck. If you missed her class, she will let it be known. Let your ass show up the next day. She is definitely walking your ass right back out. Like, I know you didn't show up today. Like, you didn't show up yesterday. Nope, leave. So she was definitely no bullshit, straightforward, and very, very influential.
Okay.
hmm. uh, I if I had to choose like a favorite teacher, it'd have to be during eighth grade history, Mr. Champion, because if anybody, because I went to Gompers because it was like the closest school to me. So so from Mr. Champion, he made history class fun, and he will teach and clown you to your very last day. But he made learning history fun, in my opinion, and he was just cool with everybody. Ra- Rather rather you rather I'm trying to pick my words right for this. But but I'll just leave it at he was cool with you no matter what. Rather you were doing good in the class or or you barely did any work.
Okay. Who's up next?
I think I got two as well. My eighth grade teacher, Miss Plewart. I didn't like her at first, but you always got that one teacher who necessarily you didn't like, but when you kind of see like the type of mental preparation that she put you through in the eighth grade, she made my freshman and sophomore year so easy that like it was too easy for me. That almost to the point that I was almost like failing freshman sophomore year because I thought that it was just a walk. I wasn't being challenged enough in high school because she made eighth grade that easy for me for my first 2 years. And after that, then I was like, okay, let me get on it. But so definitely her. And then my third grade teacher, Miss Boykins. I don't know why she was like one of my favorites. I guess she has like the motherly vibe, the motherly feel. Like she kind of reminded me of my mom in so many words that wasn't my mom. So those were probably my two favorite growing up of all time that I can remember off the top of my head right now.
Okay. I actually had two too. One was my fifth grade teacher, Mr. Saeed. And to this day, I still am in contact with him. He literally works up the street from the school, which I live up the street from my elementary school. And we ended up being actually and then Miss Green. Oh my God, I love Miss Green. She was dope, and because of her, that's how I met Rosa Parks. So those two, I love them to death. God rest her soul. She not here no more.
I dig it.
What
With
the
that being
comments?
said, can we
Already.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we have one comment that's from Zakia. Hey girl. She says, hey y'all, I'm still in contact with my favorite teacher, Miss McNabb. She was my 10th grade science teacher and made me love science. She mentored me and got me started with my almost 20 year with LAUSD.
Okay. I
Love
left
it.
LAUSD after 22 years, so I get it. Yeah.
right on, Miss McNabb.
Shout out to those
You know her
teachers.
too? You know her, Gerald?
Yeah, I know her.
You say like you like the lady. What happened?
Yeah, I know her.
Damn. And like
No, I can say yeah. I know her.
No,
Miss McNabb is cool. McNabb is cool.
It's the way you said it. Like
it was just how you said it though, bro.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. Yeah, I know Miss McNabb. She's a wonderful lady. I can see exactly why Zakia would keep in contact because she
You ain't
was
shit.
magnificent woman.
Should I put the towel over the screen now or later?
hey,
Yeah, Miss
it's more to
McNabb,
come.
we salute you.
It's too early in the show.
Right.
All right, you full of
What
shit right now.
was
Hey.
the best- what was the best part of your school day? What was the best part of your school day? What was the best part of your school day? Whether it be from elementary, junior high, or high school, what was the best part of your school day?
Lunch.
I
I
was
was
trying
definitely going to say recess.
I'm trying to this is the more positive thing.
I'm about to say it was the only class I was passing at the time, so lunch.
Come on, Jay.
This guy.
It wasn't the only class. You just said you was passing PE.
Okay.
Or his PE was recess back then, so I guess he telling the truth.
I mean, low-key, he wasn't lying, though.
I'm definitely saying recess for sure. Because, I mean, I don't know if you guys, your elementaries had it, but going to the little concession wherever and getting those big ass fucking cookies for 50 cents.
Those were the days. For 50 cents was hard to come by. But go ahead.
Hey, did y'all ever had the frozen yogurt people there too?
No.
No, not in mine.
No.
It kind of sucks. Cause damn, that was an option for real.
I went to John Burroughs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that definitely wasn't an option for us, unfortunately.
Anybody else?
Cookies still hit.
The lunch lady made them. That's why.
When it was time to go home.
I knew somebody was gonna say that eventually.
Best time of the day is like getting off of work. Time to go. Now, you see how some things stay with you your whole life. You see how some things never change.
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, the only difference is now we welcome the naps. We don't run away.
Oh
from
yeah.
I took one a day. It was amazing.
Like a nap is necessary on the day off.
The nap is necessary, period. Meech.
For me, it'll have to be like it'll be between getting out of school and occasionally them high school rallies. They definitely will pop off.
I forget about high school rallies.
Yeah, you got the music playing, man. You got the music playing during lunchtime, and you got people playing football out on the quad. Good times.
I think for me, it was in elementary school when your teacher just got tired of teaching, so she take that last hour and a half. You have special PE when all you doing outside is just playing the whole time till the bell ring. That was the best thing in the world. You came in from lunch, you got everything you had to do. You get your backpack because she tell you bring it outside because you know you weren't going back in, and then you play for that last hour and a half. Like that's the shit right there. I'm just saying. Teacher said, "Go play." Oh, okay. We'll come out. Oh, we just got them doing exercises. Keep them moving because they just had a hearty lunch. We out there the whole hour and a half for no damn reason, just playing all across the playground. Or whenever the two teachers who were friends took their classroom out to play kickball against each other. Yeah,
That's true.
Good.
Yeah, I ain't never did that with your class. You go outside and kick ball against the next class.
I mean, yeah, of course, but I don't know if the teachers were best friends though. But I mean, yeah, I played kickball first
Mine's
classes.
Friends.
I got some more too, by the way.
Go ahead.
No, Heather said she got one, so go ahead, Heather.
Oh, you knew that it was going to be a good day.
Don't take my answer. Don't take my answer. They rolled that TV in the classroom.
When they roll that TV into the classroom, you already know immediately. It's going to be a good day.
I don't know
Don't
if
let
that
me
was.
ride the school bus. Oh, it's going to be a hell of a good day.
I guess that was like a state requirement that every TV had to go on that double decker wheel roller, and TV on top, VCR, DVD player on the bottom. TV had to be strapped down with the little straps.
And it was safe, not knowing that motherfucker can just tip all the way over and still fall on the kid.
Exactly.
Man, on a rainy day.
Or on a Friday after recess.
Yeah.
Now let me ask y'all this question: when it rained, did they make y'all go through the most randomest fucking walk to get to the cafeteria and back to y'all classroom?
Yes.
Like the most inconvenient walk ever. Like you had to walk through all the buildings go in and then come back through all the buildings to get back to your class when you could have easily just like walk straight across?
Yep.
None of y'all had to do that.
I don't know what they was doing, but that shit used to be irritating. And it's like, dude, what is the purpose of this shit? Please explain.
To keep y'all out of the rain.
Yeah, I
You still
remember
had
one
to
time.
get either Wayne, the rain.
The way.
The Wayne. The Wayne.
You know what the fucked up part about that is? I ain't doing nothing but drinking water. Well, you still had to come out the building and get in the rain just to get in the other building to go all the way around.
I think in middle school and elementary school, we on rainy days we ate right there in the classroom. You didn't have to leave our classroom.
What, they brought the lunch to y'all?
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, yeah.
No, they didn't bring it to us. We had to go get that shit. It was like, form a line.
Yeah, we did too.
You want to eat, you got to go get it yourself.
Facts.
I was in
Private
the
school. Private school kid.
That be.
What happened?
I'm a private school kid compared to y'all public school kids.
I feel some type of way in how you said that, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
I mean, we was worse. We was worse than y'all. Just our parents, we was bad kids. So they, instead of us sending us to environments to enhance our badness, they sent us to environments where they hope that it will be channeled correctly. So some of the worst kids came out of private school.
What were some things that you couldn't do on a school night? What were some things that you couldn't do on a school night?
I have to be in bed at a certain time, so I definitely couldn't stay up late at a certain age. Like I think once I got to maybe middle school, I was really making my own schedule. Like as long as I was in bed, like it didn't matter what time I went to sleep. But I remember back in my elementary days, like being in bed and dinner, sleep at a certain time, that was a requirement. So I couldn't stay up late at a certain age.
I agree. I think that I can't necessarily remember if I was making up my own rules at middle school, but I definitely was in bed by a certain time. I think it became repetitive for me, so I knew I had to be in bed at that time. So, but yeah, like that's probably the only thing I couldn't do on a school night.
Be off the phone at a certain time,
Yeah.
I couldn't go out.
Monday through Thursday, yeah.
I couldn't go out. I couldn't spend the night at a friend's house. Like Mama Cookie and the Butcher, they were like this. What was that, Jay?
No, I'm just saying Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you was trying to spend the night at people's house?
No. If you had a friend and you would be like, Mama, can I just go to school from their house? That was a no.
I wish the fuck I would. That never even dawned for me to even ask that.
When you're a little kid, you don't know no better until as you get older that you know that's not what you do. When you're in like kinder and first, second grade, you don't really know. Like, you ask dumbass questions.
Yeah, I'm with Jay. I knew not to ask no question like that on Monday through Thursday.
Not no Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
It was just maybe.
But even then, my mama didn't let me spend the night at nobody's house as a kid.
Same here.
That was me too.
Go hang out for a little bit, then bring your ass back home.
Yeah,
my mom didn't even let me do that.
It was kind of like that too for me. Like, I really didn't ask to be perfectly honest. I really didn't even ask to spend a night at a lot of people's house anyway. Like,
I didn't either.
I just see y'all Monday. That's just how I felt. Like,
yeah. I mean, we already at school 5 days a week, so I see you all the time. So
I see you all the time. So,
but you always got that one best friend.
Yeah.
Ironically, he stayed on my block, but
then you find out how you live in, then you're like, oh no, I don't definitely want to come to your house no more. You live different than how I live.
Yeah.
Social outcasts.
Yeah,
when it came down to my mom, she was always just afraid of the outside for me. So I was the kid where you will just literally see me circling in your own yard and couldn't take the bike outside into the street, couldn't go down the street. I'm just in a circle in my own front yard. Like
We couldn't go to the corner store. My mama didn't play that.
She was teaching you
None of
NASCAR at an early age. You just didn't recognize it. All that time.
Okay, I got a whooping just for going down the street to a neighbor's house because they were having a pool party.
That's because your ass didn't ask. That's what it was. You decided to walk there.
I did ask.
And she told you no, right?
She didn't want me going nowhere.
Well, that's why you got your ass whooped. You was being defiant.
So your mama was
Hell,
Angela.
just like a bug.
You said what?
Your mama was Angela from ATL. I told you. She went to go pick them twins up from that party. That was your mom. That was Miss Bird.
She didn't have a belt though. We had a switch.
Okay, I remember those days.
No, don't remind me of those days, please. No.
That was probably the only time that I got whooped with a switch.
You know, Miss Bird was, Heather, why must you defy your mother when I told you not to go to
This accent is mad weird.
Horrible.
Crazy.
Horrible.
I'm trying not to quit doing the show. But
selling cocaine?
that just takes me back to like you gotta be in the house when the lights cut on. Like if you stay out any time past that, you getting your ass whooped.
See, I had that, but mine's kind of like broke at a certain age, like I would say I was out a lot later than a lot of the other kids was on my block. Like they definitely go in when the street lights came on. But me, like I was a kid that like my parents was like, all right, start making your way, but you don't gotta be like immediately being here. Like I saw some kids, like as soon as the lights came on, it was like damn near sprinting to the porch. I was like, this is wild. Like your parents got you like that. Like, but I think I was a good kid at the end of the day. My parents knew I wasn't out there doing nothing too crazy like Heather was going to pool parties and stuff. But
being invited. But
I'm joking.
It was, but for me, it was a yes and a no because my family stayed on a cul-de-sac, so it was like the block kids. We ain't going nowhere because we didn't have a through street. So it's like, okay, yeah, the street lights can come on, but we know where y'all at this point. So it's not like, oh, you have to come in right now. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't crazy enough to come in at number 11 or nothing like that. So.
Well, I know for us it was kind of hard to do that too because we stayed so like the elementary school was across the street, and then it was like the homegirl Amy, some other people, us, the Coxes, which all their grandkids and some other kids, and we all would play outside, but nobody really wanted to stay outside and play because her grandmother. Well, I know I don't hear nobody cursing. I know y'all need to stop making all that noise. We kids outside playing. Like after that, we didn't want to play with them. We didn't want to play outside because the lady was mean. We couldn't do nothing.
Let's get that one neighbor
in front of certain neighbor's yard. Yeah, it was all bad. Like, nah, we about to go a house down because I don't even want to hear it.
Yeah, don't step on the grass. Don't run it out the house. Let her good air out. You smell like outside right now. Like. All that stuff.
Stay away from the car. Don't break the windows.
Break windows. Wow. Anyway, I'm not even gonna ask. Can you go to the comments, please?
Yes. Kristen's in the building. She says, "Hey y'all."
What up, Kristen?
Yo.
She's also in the building. She says, "Hey everyone."
What up?
And Kristen says, "Speaking of pool parties, I've reserved my downtown rooftop. I hope to see y'all after the Saturday event." Okay. And Stephanie is also in the building. Hey, cousin.
Hey, Stephanie.
She says, "Not auntie." And she's like, "Not sweet auntie Sylvia." LOL. Sweet what?
Well, you have to say sweet auntie. We already know that they a handful. You already know. We already know. You
know, sweet at all. You know that.
What was something you were taught in school that till this day you've never used? To this day, you've never used.
Geometry, algebra, trigonometry, like all that. Anything that ain't addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. It may be fractions, maybe. Anything past that in math, has been a waste of time for me. I'm not no. I know damn.
I ain't never had to use "please excuse my dear unsightly" nowhere. So that's why I'm like, why did we have to learn this?
I never had to use.
All our grammar just went out the fucking door when texting came in. It's like text is like people do not give a damn about their grammar at all. It's like, oh, it's just like we just did not go to school whatsoever.
I guess I'm the one to text properly then, because you sound like y'all don't text.
No. I text properly.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's just
some
you
people do not.
Because I still
it's a hard time reading that shit. Because I'm like, what are you trying to say?
I spell every word out. I don't do no shortcuts half the time. Like I know some of y'all, not some of y'all, as on the screen, but some people put through as in THUR. I still put the THROUGH. Like.
Right. They spell people PPL, you know.
Yeah, I'm still writing PEO,
between 2 and 2, so it's like
there and there. Oh my god!
I'm saying me too with me and the number 2. Like what?
Right. I mean,
but yeah, I still kind of text with proper grammar.
Somewhat.
To a certain degree.
It depends on. Well, it do depend on who I'm texting to, because sometimes I find myself like talking in a language they would understand. So at the end of the day, like if I know I'm talking to Gerald, the way he spelled facts versus the way facts is spelled.
Right.
Oh yeah, exactly. I'll spell it like that when I'm talking.
Like talking to you, when I'm talking to you, I type it like that. I find myself typing like that too when I'm talking to you as well. But if I talk to anybody else, I'm just gonna write it the regular way.
Yeah, I'm writing regular, like So it's just
calligraphy for me. I had an 8th grade teacher, Mr. Davis, who was also the band teacher. This man was the English teacher, but he made us write in calligraphy. I don't even own a calligraphy pen or a pencil. Go ahead.
So he made y'all write in
yes.
It wasn't
also writing in cursive. Like I don't write in cursive no more.
I mean, you don't have to sign a check no more.
Besides your signature, that would be the only reason.
Yeah, it's the only reason why I would have.
Or when you go to the bank, like signing your name and stuff.
The funny thing is, I'll still print the shit.
It's funny
any place.
Go ahead, Meech.
All I was gonna say, any place where you have to sign something, you're gonna have to get that penmanship going.
Also, when you start a new job or something, you gotta sign the onboarding package and stuff.
When I write.
In print,
I literally write in cursive and print at the same time. It's crazy, and it's.
I do that too.
You be right, be like, okay, that's a whole cursive. That's the thing. I don't know. I write in cursive and in print at the same time. It's just weird.
Sure, I done got it so in tune with writing the cursive, man. It's not even funny.
Meech, I want to see how you write.
I think Meech got some good penmanship for some reason.
For some reason, now that you say that, yeah, for some
reason.
You know what's crazy about that? Y'all not the only ones that say that. Because every time I sign something, it's like, I'm like, damn, that's a good signature there. I'm like, I'll just take that as a compliment.
Oh, so you do have good penmanship.
Yeah, you have very good penmanship.
My mom writes in cursive, but that shit's so fancy. You think she writes in calligraphy in cursive. That's how she writes. She used to get in trouble in school for that.
You're not forging no signatures.
Hey, but let me tell you something. Cursive came in handy in middle school. I was for a lot of people. Not for my mama.
He had a whole business going on.
I sure did. I was charging $5 a note. Stop playing. Let me see your parents' signature.
She had a side hustle going. I'm like,
for real.
Too good for your own self.
I was sitting here selling candy at school.
My parents didn't believe in no damn allowance. So you got to make your money the way you make your money. It was either babysitting, which is what I did, or I was working at my auntie hair shop. I was a shampoo girl. That was good money. So
What you need allowance for when we give you everything you need?
Until you want to go and buy something.
I mean, I'm saying it to you because at the end of the day, that's what my parents said to me as well.
Oh, Yeah.
I'd have, just saving lunch money after a while and be like, I'm just gonna skip lunch today because I know I'm gonna go home and eat anyway. So it's gonna save lunch money and gonna say this lunch money. I looked up and had like 4 days worth of lunch money. So I was like, okay, this works.
Yeah. Did that too. Then I had a homegirl who used to get a child support from her daddy, and then I would walk with her so she can break the $100 bill. She give me a 20 out of it just for walking with her to the store. Hey, you make your money the best way you can. We was in junior high. That was a lot of money back then.
You a leech friend.
I'm not a leech friend.
It was a joke. Relax. Don't attack me.
I'm not a leech friend. If you tell me, if I say nah, it's cool, and then you said nah, I'm gonna give it to you anyways, I'm gonna take it. I would not be the right friend if I didn't take something that you offered to give me twice. See, got a point there.
No lies told.
Y'all some leeches too. Thanks for telling yourselves, because I'm definitely not taking my friend 20 out of her child support, the $100. Like, girl, take just your money.
She had more than $100, but she went to go break the $100 bill so she can get stuff at school.
All right, let's leech over to the comments before this go any further.
Okay.
I feel like y'all judging me.
You just have one. Stephanie says, all math beyond the basics. Agreed.
Unless y'all went into some type of construction work, then it makes sense.
Or engineering, yeah. If you're doing engineering, I'm sure you need to know more than basic math.
So yeah.
But if you don't,
or any graphic design field.
Okay.
Okay. Next
That
question.
right there. What is the craziest thing you've ever heard a teacher tell a student? What is the craziest thing you've ever heard a teacher tell a student?
Boy, I'll fuck you up in this classroom.
Ew.
You just mad because you weigh more than my car.
Oh, damn.
Shit.
that a teacher told a student?
Oh yeah.
Why you sound so surprised? We went to school in the wildest times.
True, but
True
goddamn,
statement.
I just shit.
Oh, I got another one. Stop shining that laser in my face. You need to go back to Nigeria.
What?
He was
Wow.
Nigerian. He was Nigerian.
That's fucked up.
That is like,
But it was funny. It was hilarious when he told him that.
No,
I
that's
don't know.
terrible.
I can only think of, again, Miss Sokol, when people showed up to her class after days of ditching. One dude in particular, she really went in on it and was just saying some shit like, that's why you're never going to amount to be nothing, because you can't even sit here and come to one simple fucking class. Get the fuck out of my classroom right now.
Same thing his parent probably would have said, but see.
They went back and forth for a minute, but then eventually he had to get his ass out the class.
Me
For the life of me, I cannot remember anything crazy that a teacher said.
Come on, man.
No,
Never?
I'm serious.
You went
Or
to lot.
did?
What
What
you
about
went to
the-
lot?
You know, crazy shit. You went to
Right.
lot.
You with the lock, bro. Like, come on now. I know you heard some wild stuff.
Crazy shit.
Yeah, but the teachers I had wasn't all that crazy though.
Interesting.
Hey,
All right, what about in middle school?
never judge a book by its cover.
Anything in elementary school?
Shit.
If not, no worries. We're not gonna.
I mean, if he never heard nothing crazy, he never heard nothing crazy. Like, on to the next person.
Salute.
I got two.
Oh,
One
Lord.
was not what the teacher said, it's what the teacher did. This boy was talking shit in the classroom, and I don't know what he said, but it pissed that teacher off, and she hit that cane and snatched him by his throat.
Like the WB frog?
And yes, and snatched him by his throat. The boy shitted on himself.
Oh, no, I'm calling the police.
Let me understand me clearly.
Embarrassing.
The teacher never showed up back to school the next day.
I wouldn't either. That's assault.
She got fired. She got in trouble,
She
and
already,
then
knew she already knew she was fired. Like, after
Well, I'm coming back.
it was
Why
a
would I
whole
come
big
back?
thing. It was crazy. And then in junior high, and I was going to John Burroughs, and this teacher was a substitute. and he told all the kids in that classroom, y'all ain't gonna amount to nothing. Y'all gonna be just like y'all parents on welfare and on Section 8.
You want to stop shout out these these schools at the end of the day, because I don't want to give
Wow.
the school. I don't want to give the school a bad rap, but just teach.
Well, he was a substitute teacher. I don't even remember his name, to be honest with you. I just remember that
Yeah, he was a
shit. He said
substitute
that, and he
teacher.
said it because it was a couple of girls, and they was just in the classroom. And I'm just like, I went home. I told my mama what he said, and a couple of people did. He got in trouble too, but yeah, he was a substitute teacher. That was some fucked up shit to say.
Okay.
Now that you mention that,
What you say?
I said they ain't gonna do nothing but send me to another school. Okay.
Right.
I just won't go to John Burroughs no more.
Exactly.
That's cool. I go to
You
manual.
probably didn't like it anyway.
But you know what? Now that you bring that up, I did remember one moment in middle school. It was during sixth period, and Mrs. Holmes, I had her, and she accidentally sat in some gum on her chair, and one student was laughing. I was like, and she was like, "Oh, you think it's funny?" And she went five. What did the five fingers say to the face? And let him have it.
She didn't.
Slapped him
Yeah,
for laughing.
yeah.
That would be the end of her life.
For
Oh
real.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Not
It-
not she getting fired.
I was in Miss Holmes' class, like, cause I laughed. I would have laughed and like easily.
Did someone put the gun?
all homeboy could do was just sit in the corner and cry afterwards.
Well, damn, how hard did she hit him?
Did
Well,
someone
that's
put the
why-
gum in her chair as a prank, or did she put the gum in her own damn chair?
I'm pretty sure it was a
It
That sounds more like a prank.
was more of a prank because there's
Uh.
no way in hell. There was no way in hell a teacher would put gum in her own seat.
Okay, but let me ask you this: the boy that was laughing, was it him who did the prank?
I really
You
don't
know,
know.
just say you don't know.
I really don't know. I really wasn't paying attention, but I only paid attention to when she got up and she had gum all on her pants. That's the only thing I remember from that.
Okay. Whew.
Oh, that's rude.
I guess we gonna
Cruelty.
slap over the comments, but there ain't none. So I guess we're gonna slap to the next
Look.
question.
Hold on, before we go, people, y'all done had experiences in school all these years. Please don't be afraid to write them, because we talking with y'all, we having conversations. So gonna put your comments in there. Let us know what y'all did in school. How I'm pretty sure all these questions y'all can answer in one way or another.
Get in the comments and talk to us.
Yes.
Please get in the comments and talk y'all shit. So let's go. Next question.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever lied to your parents about your report card? Have you ever lied to your
Yes.
report card?
Shit.
And why?
Why?
What did you have on there? What did you have on there?
You know,
It wasn't for you to have to go
you
on.
know what was on. You know what was on that report card.
Time the fuck out. Time the fuck out. There's only one reason why I am hiding. I'm lying about this.
It wasn't because of an A.
Damn, so what?
It was because of a B.
Hey,
Damn, so what?
It was because of a C.
Damn, so
but to
what?
be honest with you, if you are a straight A student though, and you're used to getting that all the time, if it does even drop down to a B or a C, some kids go into panic, like, oh God, like I
Okay,
can't.
that's fine and dandy because you seen that shit on Family Matters and stuff like that. But you're talking to me here. Come on, be serious. Like we
Just
all
say
know
it.
I done hid. I've probably been hiding my
Just say
report
it.
card since the 6th grade. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, when they didn't personally hand my parent my report card. Oh yeah, I done had that report card about 2 weeks. Like, you fucking crazy. Before they done been asked for signature on that motherfucker. So
Hey.
Listen,
yes.
I changed the D to a B before on my report card.
I have to.
You got away with it.
It wasn't great, but they knew I didn't get a B in that class, so they was holding that shit up to the light on me.
I was literally about to ask that. I'm like, you must have really just been like, hold on, let me just make sure.
I did that. I did that shit. I
It's
did that
easy if you kind of take a eraser and kind of erase over it a little bit, so it kind of fades it, and then you can write on it. You know, it's digital now, so kids can't do that shit. So I don't care if the kids see this, but
It was digital when I was coming up.
No,
it wasn't digital for
It
me.
wasn't for us.
but
It
the thing,
wasn't.
but the
And
thing, but the
it
thing
said
was,
DEE, so it was believable to put a B on there.
oh well, mine said DUU, so they knew that shit wasn't no B. Like they was
That's
like,
the one I hit. The ones that had like a bunch of fucking U's on it. It was like, oh, this is not good.
nah, my parents didn't give a fuck about the U's. It's the grade to take care of.
But
Because it's rare that I got an F, and if I did, it was just like,
I
oh,
got quite a few of them, but
you can't get no A. You can't get no A with a U though. That's an oxymoron. That don't make
I
sense.
have.
it is.
No,
but
you
at the
can
same,
though.
it's
I really
not,
have.
You
though.
get an A
It's
because
really
of your grade, but because of your conduct in the classroom, you're gonna get that U.
exactly. I done seen a couple of AUS
Oh, definitely are.
before. So
I done seen
yeah.
a couple of ASSs on there too.
I got an AUE. Like, it just didn't make no damn sense.
So your cooperation was shitty. Your cooperation was
I gotta find me some new podcast member because y'all was some delinquents. y'all was down there with Duncan Pendergrass. And I ain't talking about when he was Blade Brown Switch. I'm talking about when y'all was down there playing with Demeter Herford.
Pender Hughes.
Yeah, y'all was down there. I was on the nicer side of the school. Y'all was down there playing with Blade Brown.
Exactly.
Wow.
I only
Like
got
I
a
said.
D because I didn't turn in a report. That was like half your grade.
Reading is fundamental.
Damn.
Already, I just didn't want to write the paper.
No, but I'm just saying, like, hell yeah, I didn't hit my report card. I didn't burnt my report card. I did a whole bunch.
Burnt it.
I burnt it. Hell yeah.
You burnt your report.
So you didn't think that like your parents was gonna ask the school for one?
Hey, look, I was one of them kids. You're gonna have to go up there and get it. They gonna have to fax it. But my mom's, she got smart on me. She'll get the motherfucker fax to her before the grade even got out. So she had a copy of my shit. So she'll be like, so she'll call me before I leave the house and be like, yeah, I expect that report card on my table when I get home. Yeah.
Did anybody have to do those papers where your teacher had to sign and say how you was in class every day? Yeah,
Like
never
a
had to
progress
get
report?
I had that too.
Man, I used to have to get that.
Weekly progress report, hell yeah. And the
No,
crazy thing is,
no. I had a daily.
I had a daily for a little while though. But then I kind of moved up. Then I kind of got better and moved up to a week.
But I didn't get in trouble. It was just that's what my mom wanted to see.
No, they just needed daily and weekly progresses on my grades. And then the crazy thing is, all my teachers would be like, "Oh, he's doing well, he's doing good," and then they'll still give me a D. So my parents start being like, "How the fuck is you getting a D still? And you got all these good progress reports leading up to the grade."
Teachers
Like-
ain't shit sometimes.
Sometimes the teachers was petty. If they ass didn't like your ass, it was just, yep, we just gonna keep doing this.
Oh yeah, my pops had to actually, when he actually met some of my teachers, he was like, you got to see you got a D in this classroom just because of the fucking teacher. I was like, yeah, maybe so. I don't know.
Damn.
As long as you don't whoop me, I'm good.
All righty, did everybody answer?
I think so.
All right, so we'll move on to the comments. Zakia said, nothing bad, but we had a sub that told the class, I like the way you're working. And the whole class said, no diggity. It was the funniest thing. And she was so confused.
Oh, damn.
And then she also says,
this color.
That was corny.
oh, she had to be.
I mean, back then when everything was corny. Well, everything's corny now. So at the end of the day, I'm sure.
I'm just saying, like, I've never heard a whole class go no diggity. I've never heard no class do that. But
let her get this comment out.
Okay. Zakia says, I didn't have to hide my report cards, but I did get talks too much in elementary that my mom was always on me for.
nah.
I'm surprised at you, Z. You don't seem to type.
Every report card, I knew a whooping was coming. That was designed Jay whooping day. That was it.
We didn't get whooping. We just got our shit taken away from us.
Oh no, I got that plus take shit taken away from me. So
I got both. Yeah, I definitely got both.
ain't nothing worse than getting your ass whooped and having your whole and going home, going back in your room and looking at a TV space where the TV used to be. Like,
Yes, it is.
That's messed up though.
ass on fire, and you can't even look at a good show to take your mind off of it. You just got to sit there and read a book, as my
Hey,
pops
after
said.
you got that whooping and you did one of these right here,
Mhm. You had nothing left. It was just
We wasn't allowed to do that.
it wasn't cry. Yeah, it was like
If you did that, you got your ass whooped worse.
right.
We might have got cracked. We might have got cracked again.
trauma. You
Wait,
still
it was
feeling the trauma.
it was the shut up before I give you something to cry for. Did you not just whoop me? Is that not
Right.
why I'm crying? You didn't just sit up here and beat my ass, and now you telling me to shut up and you give you something to cry for. And then what made it worse? Your mama gonna get on the phone and be talking about somebody and say, I have just had to whoop their ass for whatever they was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, mama, why you telling my business? You ain't got no business. Yes,
Your
ma'am.
business is our business.
Oh my God, I used to hate that. And then they used to tell each and every part of your business on the phone to whoever.
Hey, you know the best part of being a parent now? Ball rolls downhill.
Damn.
But at the end of the day, I got good kids, so I can't really, I try to break cycles. That but I discipline my kids, but I don't whoop my kids, if that makes sense. So
I get it, but I
can
I
understand
think nowadays children are meant to kind of get in their parents' skin just a little bit.
Oh man.
Because we already know who that is in the comment. I'm not.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know, I know.
Let's hit the comments and we on to the next question.
Alrighty. Jay is in the building. What's up?
Hey, Jay.
He's one of
I'm
my
Jay.
coworkers.
I'm Jay. You just Brooks. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, Jay.
That's JB. We good.
Alrighty, and he says, are y'all just talking about school in general? Yes, we are.
Yeah,
We have
all levels of school.
so your whole school career.
Elementary,
so
junior high,
just-
high school, and college if you went.
all of them.
I didn't go. But yeah.
Well, I said
And
it.
Poetic is in the building. He says,
What up, my guy? Nice
what
to
up?
see you in the
man?
comments.
and he also says, I sock mine. Now, I'm not playing. See, we're not going to be accessories to any of that. Just so you know. And Jay says, I was just going to ask how y'all feel about school now. That is coming up. Just hold
That
on.
actually is going to be my
is
next
definitely
question.
coming up.
So we'll answer that question for y'all.
Alrighty. And then Poetic says, I stomped my oldest out the other day.
Listen, Poetic. We want you to keep your YouTube account.
No CA, no CA.
We don't want you to get canceled, bro.
No CA.
We want to keep our podcast show. We want you to keep your YouTube account. So we just gonna
Yeah, exactly. So continue.
Alrighty. Jay, he also says hi back. Marquis is in the building. What's up, Juicy? What's up? That is Nova. She is in the building.
Hey, Nova.
Hey, Nova.
I was about to say, you just said that. Go ahead. Anyway.
But she says, hey, y'all.
Is that a big thing?
Poetic says, I don't even know the topic. I just logged in. It's called Back to School. So all the questions are going to be in regards to
Your school career.
Mm-hmm.
Your school
And Mama Cookie is in the building.
Hey, Mama.
Hi, Mama Cookie.
And Jay says, I just did high school. Once my parents realized how stressed I was in general, they just wanted me to graduate.
Okay. So you recently just graduated.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's go ahead and answer that question for him. What are your thoughts on school? How do y'all feel about school now?
Well, honestly, I think school sucks nowadays because I think they're sheltering and pushing these kids along. They're not really I mean, they're teaching them, but they're not teaching them in a sense. And honestly, a lot of these kids are sensitive. They're not like how we were. Like all the comments that were made like in a derogatory fashion. Yeah, I learned that in my GED class. So all of everything that was learned in a derogatory fashion, we just took the shit on the chin unless it was physical or we'll crack back or whatever. But now these kids, they want to run and tell everybody, they want to do all sorts of shit. So me personally, I just think school is nowadays, they just honestly, they don't give a fuck, and the kids don't either.
I think honestly, school is supposed to prepare you for some parts of the world, along with your parents preparing you for other things, and some things you're going to learn along the way. But it really just comes down to the teacher who's teaching you. Because if you got a teacher that cares, the teacher is going to push you to the best of your ability. But I will say this: I know it's necessary for you to do elementary, junior high, and high school, but college isn't for everyone. So if you're not serious about it, or if you don't feel like it's going to help you, don't go. Don't waste your money. Find something that works for you. I'm not saying that you shouldn't go to college, but I'm just saying that it's not for everybody, in my opinion. I went to college. I got my AA. I got my associates, but after that, I didn't go no further.
I
So
went I went for a semester and said, you know
Um,
what? I don't see myself coming around here anymore.
I'm honestly going to agree with what Put stated in regards to going to school, just beyond high school. Let it be your choice. If your career, if what you're planning to do as far as after high school is concerned, if college includes that, if it's necessary, then go. But I would not, I just don't want people to be, I don't want the kids to be forced into doing something just because either society told them that's what they're supposed to do, or their parents are telling them it's what they're supposed to do. Because like it'll make no sense for you to go into this institution and then rack up all of this debt when it's something that you didn't want to do in the first place. So if it's something that you want to do, then by all means do it, but do not do it based on anyone else's opinions about it and what they think your life should go, because there's plenty of people that are honestly successful and they didn't even go into college. So you have to look at those type of things when really figuring out what you want to do after high school. That's my thoughts about school. And then honestly, back to what Gerald said, these kids are different. These kids are very, very, very much different. We're talking kids who are pretty much raised by reality television. So they're not even looking at school as if it's something that's necessary. They're looking at it, oh, well, I want to sit here and be a baddie. I want to sit here and, you know, be an Instagram model. I want to sit here and be, a socialite. I want to be an influencer. They're not focused on school at all anymore because they see people who are honestly making money without it, and that's the route that they want to go. So honestly, it's different nowadays versus when we were in school. We
It,
had
Shit. Talk your shit.
I mean, it's different, but it's not different at the same time. I just think they kind of pivoted to what today's society looks like. But at the end of the day, I would say, let me first start by saying America is a fucked up place we live in. The people who we need the most in this society, such as doctors and teachers, we pay them the least amount of money. So I would say that, we can't complain about poor results, but we don't reward the people who deserve to be rewarded the most, such as teachers and doctors and nurses and so on and so on. So if you are a teacher out there and you still out there doing your job the way it's supposed to be done, I do salute you, and I do want you to make sure you out here doing that, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. But at the end of the day, I will also say the point where I disagree. I think us growing up, we wanted to be rappers and we wanted to be nightclub owners. We wanted to be like, it was at the end of the day, I think every generation has had their way of not having white collar or blue collar workers. So at the end of the day, I just feel like now it's so much it's glorified that I want to be a social media influencer, but at the end of the day, it couldn't be glorified for us. Like I just think when when the rubber hit the road after high school graduation, you have to figure out what's your plan. I don't think nowadays it's so much stress to be like, what's your plan? So I think, either you going to college, either you go into the military, or you're gonna get your ass out there and get a job after high school. But nowadays, I'm not sure if those same rules apply to children come out of high school. I just think there's so many more options for them, and I don't fault them for it. But at the end of the day, I just think that like for me, when my hoop dreams ran out, I really had to sit down and talk to myself and tell myself, like, what am I going to do? Like, there's no more sports after high school for me. I realized that I can no longer compete on a college level or at a college level. So, I just think that it's fun to have these kids have dreams and goals, but I just think that now when you get to a point where it's no longer really like a realistic expectation anymore, no one let it go and move on. But I still think school is necessary. I still think that I think every generation has their set of I don't even know what to call them, but I guess aspiring goals. So I can't fault them for want to be successful in the way they want to be successful when we kind of had our little niche back in our day as well.
I agree.
Yeah,
I see where you're coming from.
honestly, I just feel like you do have those teachers and counselors out there that actually do value what the kids today want to do, as far as having like realistic goals, and like they have like what would you want to be at in a year, 5 years, 10 years, stuff like that. But you do have, but I feel like you do have those teachers and counselors that really don't take attention to basically that, and they low key ignore that, and low key they set them up for failure because they don't pay attention to it. And I just feel like if more would pay attention to what they want to be after high school, rather they want to go to college to learn a certain trade, or they want to go into the working field, or join the military, or learn that. I feel like if they would pay more attention to that, you would see a whole lot more success stories after high school, in my opinion.
Okay. I do too.
To the comments.
Alrighty. This is Jay from earlier in regards to the high school. He said, no. 29.
My bad, Jay.
Jay also says, kids are just as mean now. Now it just follows you home on the internet. Kids schedule fights online and through text, but also our school system pushes teachers to burn out. They legally can strike under extremely poor working conditions. He also says, every teacher I knew in high school hated life because of poor benefits. The kids were taught accordingly. Colleges basically paid DLC from Marika at this point. And Mama Cookie says, hey Z, how are you, beautiful? Jay also says, school doesn't guarantee any jobs. I know tons of people with college degrees who can't find a job. Facts. And they meant in their field. That is so true, though. Zakia says, school today is crazy. The kids get to wear spaghetti strap tanks, open toe sandals, crop tops, slides, and slippers. We couldn't. Kids have low social skills, don't know how to sign their names, alphabetized. We could. After No Child Left Behind, they are pushing kids forward even though they didn't pass the previous grade. A recipe for disaster. I know because I work for a school district. Jay says it's because the teachers just want to make ends meet. Teachers literally aren't paid enough to care, and I mostly don't blame them. Zakia says, hey, Mama Cookie, I'm doing good. Thank you. She also says, School today is about numbers. Counselors are literally told that if they don't graduate a certain amount of students, they lose their contract. And Jay says what Z said.
Those are the facts. You
Yeah.
see that shit from all aspects when you work for a school district.
Yeah.
Because I'm not even gonna go there. Next.
No comment, huh?
I'll burn a lot of the district down. But go ahead.
We just leave it at no comment and go to the next question.
Mhm.
What was one of the most memorable achievements in school for you? What was one of your most memorable achievements in school for you?
I'm gonna be dead ass with you. It's honestly graduating from high school, because at one point I really thought that I spent a good year not going to class, not doing what I was supposed to do. And I worked my ass off in those last 2 years to make sure that not only did I graduate, but I literally was the first child out of all 5 kids that my mom got to see walk the stage and get their diploma.
I'll double down and say I graduated high school my senior year with a 3.4 GPA grade average, and I didn't expect it to be that high, but at the end of the day, whether they just wanted me to, look good come college or whether I really earned the shit, that was a huge achievement for me. I didn't expect it to be that high of a GPA.
Gerald, you crying?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I saw you wipe your eye. I was like, man, you crying at his 3.4?
Something is in it. Something is in my
He's
eye.
crying at your 3.4, Aaron. He was crying at your 3.4.
Yeah, you're not the only one with a PhD. It just is a public high school degree. Mine was a private high school degree. That's the one.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I'm about to say,
Nice.
yeah, my public high school diploma. My public high school diploma probably is my greatest achievement, I guess you would, since that was the question. That probably is my greatest thing because
Well, I
I
said
didn't-
one of your greatest achievements. That didn't
okay,
have to
well,
be memorable achievements.
I mean,
memorable.
one of my greatest achievements when I played the Big Bad Wolf in what story? Three Little Pigs, I think, or whatever
In the
that
school
story is.
play?
I'm not
Huh?
playing with you.
In the school play?
Yes. I was in pre-K when I did it, but yeah, I was the Big Bad Wolf, and not all bullshit. I got my I got my picture put in the paper and all that.
Okay.
I'm lying. I'm not bullshitting.
No, is it? Okay.
Now, granted,
No.
it was kind of fucked up because the Three Little Pigs were taller than me, but it was just like and no bullshit, you not. And then the fact that the headline was the wolf not so big though. I was like, oh, so y'all just gonna fuck with me. I didn't know what it was until I got of age, and I was like, oh, y'all trying to be funny about the height and shit.
That's cold.
I got it. But yeah, that was an achievement of mine, I guess you can say, besides my PhD.
I'm trying not to quit doing the damn show. God damn it.
Don't be laughing at my achievements, and just because. Don't be laughing at my.
He kind of stole from me because I was gonna say one of mine was winning my trip to Disneyland. In a stretch limo, and I didn't have to go to school that day, and they gave us money to walk around and buy stuff while we was at Disneyland. I only won it because the boy who did win it got in trouble and got suspended, so they pulled my name next.
So you
I did have something similar.
I won
like
by
that.
technicality, but I won nonetheless. Between that and man, that I have a dream speech, I placed first place in that. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't judge my life.
Now that Gerald says, I did have like athlete of the month when I was in high school. We did have a school little paper, and I got the little athlete of the month one time. I mean, it ain't I didn't see it as a big deal, but I guess that could be something big. I guess.
And I was on the news with Earthman Garcia. We did this project where they took like schools from all around the world to build a globe, but what they did was every school had certain triangles, and they had to like make them, and they would take all the triangles from everywhere and put them together to create one big ass like globe of the earth. and then it'll be in the museum and they take it down and ship it to another one. And I got interviewed by Earthman Garcia. Yeah, those are my
That's
memorable
dope.
moments.
I would say for me, it'll be me earning my degree in something that I actually enjoy doing. Like I I went for my associates in graphic design and then went ahead, pushed through and got my bachelor's. So to achieve both of those is very monumental, and it's something is actually something I love doing. I mean, graphic design, it can be taxing, but the more you do it, the more you do it, the more you learn to love it because you see your creativity come out in different areas.
Absolutely.
That's dope.
Okay, shit, that's what's up,
That's
bro.
dope. I never knew you had your bachelor's. Well,
I,
congratulations.
I never knew that, man. That's what's up, man. For real.
Right.
Thank
He's
you.
smarter than all of us.
No,
I'm not gonna go there.
he went to school longer than all of us. This is what the
Right.
right.
I would say, don't
On
do
paper,
that.
I'm just saying on
Yeah.
paper.
No, no. Having a bachelor don't mean you smarter than
You know
everybody.
what? No.
I'm just-
We're
I'm
not gonna
just-
discredit anything.
He got more student debt than all of us. Is the right thing to say.
He's smarter than me, but I think we neck and neck. But anyway,
That,
go
that,
ahead.
that,
Yeah,
We got
terrible.
Aaron, you ain't lying about
PhDs,
We neck and neck. You ain't
we got PhDs, Gerald. We ain't gonna
I
let.
got an honorary PhD.
I got a PhD.
Oh,
Tell
I
me
forgot to.
you
I
know,
graduated high school a year early. Sorry, I threw it
All
up.
right now.
hey,
Judge my life.
I couldn't stand people like you.
Right.
Hey,
I didn't have nothing to do, so my mama made me go to summer school. Excuse me.
get them credits early. I ain't mad at it.
for real.
I know.
I ain't mad at that.
I had to make up credits. I couldn't get credits early.
No.
But anyway,
My
good.
mama wouldn't allow nobody to sit at home. You're gonna get your ass out there and you gonna go do something. So I had to go to school.
Well, let's go to the comments.
Alrighty. This is in reference to what you said earlier, Jay. Jay says burn it to the ground. The school district.
Bro, I ain't gonna have no job come Monday, so no, I can't do that right now. When I get my other shit settled, yeah, maybe I will.
Zakia says winning first place at the science fair in 8th grade, getting my license and car at 16, and graduating high school.
Wow, I never knew you won first place at the science fair. Learn something
You
new every
learn
day.
something every day.
Poetic says beating up my bully, becoming the bully, graduating in the 100 in the district, lettering in 4 different areas, not getting anybody pregnant, and being able to fund my own senior year.
That's dope.
Hey,
I can second that. I didn't get nobody pregnant my in college. I mean in high school either. So yeah.
I didn't either.
I mean, you don't qualify for that sentence, but okay.
You really don't.
I mean, I didn't get pregnant. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's better. That's better.
Okay. We'll say that then.
I said
Sounds
I'm sorry.
like- I don't think you can get anybody pregnant if you wanted to.
No.
She could, but I'm not gonna go there. That's science.
That's going up.
Anyway, go ahead.
Go ahead, Heather. Read, please, before this goes any
Turkey
further.
baster.
I'm sorry, I just seen. Okay. Zakia says I'm going to post your newspaper clipping from your play, JT.
You got that newspaper clipping? You got that clipping?
The little big bad wolf, huh?
No, seriously, that's what they said in the paper. Like it was damn near, it was
my
damn
bad.
right insulting. Like, but to each his own, and they spelled my name wrong too. So
What did you?
Back to the comments. Jay says my brother and I are the first in 3 generations to graduate high school.
Awesome.
dope. That's
awesome.
dope.
So,
Poetic says I thought we was talking about high school achievements. Was he talking about college? We're talking about all school.
Achievement
All
on
school.
any level.
Does
school on any level, bro.
everything. Zakia says I agree, Meech. I have my my AA in fashion design, and I love graphic design. I guess this was for you, but Mom, 'cause you said and did.
Well, I should put the stars. Never mind.
and did.
Poetic says you don't got to take speech class in college. And Zakia says, yes, your grandmother gave it to you. We have it. Aw.
What was that? What was
There's your
that
answer,
comment?
Jay.
What does that mean?
No,
Wedding?
move on, because he's trying to be funny. Ain't nobody got time for the bullshit.
All
We're
right.
not doing it tonight. We're really
Don't
not.
do that, bro. Don't do
We're
that.
not doing it tonight.
But go ahead. Oh, and you say my grandmother gave that? God rest her soul. Yeah, I'm gonna need to see that. Real talk. I'm gonna have to.
You better not mess it up either. Like, don't try
Oh,
to.
no. It's literally one of the funniest shits ever. Like, so, and
Yeah, I
it's
want
a
to
little
see it.
me, so I loved it. But at the same time, they did kind of shit on me as far as me being little, though. So,
Jay, every
Please
time
do
I would
go.
see,
Yeah,
I see
that
you,
one-
I'm gonna
that
say,
one was
who's
kinda
afraid
cold,
of the
though,
big fat wolf? The big fat wolf. Sorry, kid.
You really did that.
Next
Next question.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh Lord.
What career did you want to have when you were in school, and are you currently in that career now?
Allow me to answer your second question first. Fuck no. Fuck no.
Same here.
Because I mean honestly in high school I thought I wanted to be a I'm sorry. Okay.
We all read
Okay.
it at the same time.
I'm back. High school, I thought I was gonna be able to play sports. Honestly, like it was kind of like I've been playing sports my whole life. Kind of, but I want to say damn near when I got around high school, I kind of got tired of it. I got sick of it at the end of the day. It was more along the line. It felt like I was being forced to play as opposing to me playing for the love of the sport. So that's what I really wanted to be one, but I didn't. I lacked ambition and drive when it came to it. So no, I'm not currently in the field that I wish I was in when I was in high school. What was the first question again?
The first question.
Yeah, what was the first
What
question?
career did you want to have
Yeah, I
growing up?
wanted to be that. I wanted to be that. I wanted to be a football player. And fuck no, I am nowhere near a football, an NFL football player.
But you are an NFL enthusiast.
Very much so, but that shit don't pay. So to each his
It
own.
can. It can.
It
You
really
just gotta
can.
do the work.
Oh yeah, Yeah, just so you folks know, barbershop talk coming real soon. Talk your shit and beauty shop.
I would say for me, I wanted to be a writer, and no, I am not in that. Bills have to work, maintain. That's all I can really say. Now, do I want to go back to school? Yes, I do, because that is still a passion of mine, and I just want to figure out specifically what industry I would want to go into as far as writing is concerned. So I don't know if I will want to be an author. I don't know if I just want to, write for maybe a paper. I'm not sure. Anything though, it will involve music for sure. I will say that.
I feel it. Um, Honestly, for me, it would have to be yeah. I always wanted to be like my big cousin, God rest his soul, and he would be the computer engineering, and he would go around just being technical and fixing computer problems, whether it be technical or just
IT man.
pretty pretty much if you want to put in like the basic in basic layman's terms.
Mhm.
But I always wanted to be that because I consider myself to be like tech savvy, so to speak. And my cousin saw that in me, so he became the encouragement for me to at least pursue computer engineering. But when I looked at the years it would take to get a degree in computer engineering, I was like, fuck this. And then in the midst of all that, like I said, I found my love for graphic design, and I the rest is ancient history.
So I wanted to be a couple things when I was growing up, and I'm gonna skip ahead and say I can agree with Jay, not the one on the panel, but the one in the comments watching the show about being like a video game designer. That went out the window real fast. But I think like growing up, you want to kind of do things that you kind of liked. So video games designer was one of them, but I never after high school or while in high school, I never looked into like how to go about even get into that type of field. So that quickly went out the window. I did want to be a firefighter. I took the exam, like the intro exam to be a firefighter and passed it. But then like I remember like I had to get all these certifications. Then they started telling me about the physical exam that you had to do, and I just kind of just lost interest. I didn't have no one like kind of pushing me or encouraging me like, "Hey, bro, you can do this." Like, you gone this far. Like you went ahead and signed up for the test. You passed the test. I didn't have no one in my corner that's like really pushing me to be the firefighter that I possibly could be. So I lost interest. Growing up, my pops has always been into cars, like taking us to the racetrack and stuff. So I had a 10-year career in automotive before I left that career. So repairing cars, selling cars. Yeah. So definitely I kind of dabbled here and there. Didn't get a degree in anything in particular. But I definitely got a lot of hands-on work in the field. Am I working now on something I got a degree for or had interest in? Not at all. So no, but definitely got a full resume of different things I did over the years.
That's what's up.
That's dope. That's dope. I know
For
you want to
me,
Loved it.
I wanted to do two things. I wanted to be the person who I want to be in forensics. So I wanted to do all that because y'all know I'm into that kind of stuff. So I wanted to do all that forensic stuff. I looked at how long it took that you had to be in school for that shit. I wasn't going to school for 8 years. I said no. Then I wanted to become a lawyer and then work for the criminal justice system for kids. Look at how long that took. I said no. I just wanted to help people. And now in the field that I am in, it's not the field that I wanted to be in, but it still helps people. So yes and no. Simple as that.
Okay. Did everybody answer the question?
I think so.
Yep.
So,
Let's go to the comments.
alrighty. Mama Cookie says, "Double A, are you coming for me?" Jay says, "Sports betting does," in regards to what you said earlier, Jay. And Aaron answered Mama Cookie. It says, "No, Mama Cookie, no, ma'am." Stephanie says, "I wanted to be a psychologist. Got my undergrad degree in psychology and ended up in communication/social work. Quite the detour." And Jay says, "Knew someone who did that for a living too. I wanted to make video games and cartoons." Poetic says, "In elementary school, I wanted to be a bean pie man." Got a whooping for the suggestion. High school, I wanted to be a writer or athlete. College, wanted to be a writer or teacher.
I want to be a bean pie man too, though, bro.
Haynes is in the building. Who says, "I like potatoes."
I thought it was bananas.
You like potatoes, Stacy? Continue.
Poetic says, "I also wanted to do computer programming in college, but I was hustling and started making money, and that focus went out the door. In jail, I decided that I need to get my life right." Zakia says, "I always loved kids and wanted to be a nurse that works in labor and delivery, but being plus size and not able to be fashionable as I wanted to be. I got into fashion design. I had a clothing line and currently working for a school district working with kids. I've always been creative and started a business making invitations and graphics. So I guess I'm somewhat working in the careers I wanted in school." I mean, either way, you did what you had to do. Mama Cookie says, I wanted to be a teacher, so I was blessed to open my own daycare. And then I worked as a program supervisor for Beyond the Bell, working with latchkey kids from kindergarten through fifth grade. 6 a.m. before school, before school, 27 years, now retired.
Mm.
And you deserve it. You deserve it.
Well,
You go, girl.
Payne says, I wanted to be a dance coach and a firefighter.
Dance coach. Can't dance.
Have you seen? You know what? Continue.
We gotta talk about that another day.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
we
We
really
got
do.
spirit fingers, y'all.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Poetic says, I'm now an electrician / custom project designer, book writer, and performer, event host, and photographer. Photographer. I caught it, photographer.
What the hell is it? She
Shut up.
said a photograph.
Shut up. Shut up. I'm reading. Shut up.
What the fuck is going on? Oh, Jesus.
I'm sorry.
He says in my own voice, hey, baby.
That's not how she said it, but
I don't know because I don't even know what the reference was. So I'm reading.
I'll explain it after the
Yeah,
show.
please.
It's Alma.
I'm
Yeah, in my
done with him. I am
And
done with
Payne.
him.
Stacey,
hey, baby.
back to you too.
Oh, my God.
I'm just gonna read the correct version. I
No.
wanted to be Jill Scott.
No, you know.
Next.
Okay, moving on to the next question.
You really read that out loud.
Have you ever been kicked out or expelled from any schools?
Yes,
No.
yes.
Nope.
I'm
Never
not a
have.
bad child. No.
Yes.
Go ahead, Professor. Shake your head. Yes, I know it.
I said yes. Got kicked out of John Burroughs after 6th grade. Told me to get the fuck out, and that's only because I fought the dean's son.
I was
I'm
kicked
sorry,
out.
what? Come again?
I fought the dean's son.
You heard this story before. She told us this before.
Right.
Yeah, I fought the dean's son.
And I'm not gonna get into the story, but I was kicked out / OTE from Gardena to Washington. So yeah.
I'm just saying, he deserved
I've
it.
been suspended, but I've never been expelled or kicked out. So
Heather, you never been suspended?
I never been suspended either.
Dang. So you
I
just got bad grades.
find that hard to
So you
believe.
just got bad
really
grades.
haven't. Like
You
I've
got
never
bad
got
grades for
suspended.
nothing. You just got
She
bad
never been
grades for
suspended.
nothing.
I've been
Always
sent
did.
to like the office, but that's as far as it's been. But never got
Oh no,
suspended.
shit!
Never got
I
expelled.
probably hold the record for being sent to the office. Like that don't even.
But you know what's
like,
crazy about suspension? Nowadays, these kids get what's called in-school suspension, so that the schools can still get the money. So they won't be in a classroom, or they'll be in a classroom specifically for kids who are suspended
Call
sit
it
in that class. all day.
So it's basically
they
detention
call it-
all
they-
day.
Not even detention. It's called like OCF or OFC or something like that, and it's basically to where defiant kids will sit at least for the period of the class that they were disruptive in.
Wow.
So like when they send them to the dean, well, that's another crazy thing. They don't even have deans in school no more. Like
Wow. I didn't know that.
they don't even have deans no more. So they would send them to the assistant principal. The assistant principal will talk to them and then send them back to send them to OCF or whatever, and they will basically be in that class for however long. And okay, OCI, yeah. So they'll send them to that classroom and they'll basically be in there dealing with that adult until the period is over or they get sent there again or whatever. So it's telling you, school is different from when we were in school.
That's insane. 'Cause I didn't even
Because
know.
when you got sent to the dean, you damn near was getting suspended. Now, except me, because the deans knew me, so that's why I was like,
I mean, but it could just be like a way of doing things better than the way they did in the past too. Like, you know, sending you home, you sitting at home. What was that? That wasn't beneficial for you. You missed
being at school after you had a fight isn't sufficient either.
I get it, but then at the end of the day, though, like now you already getting bad grades. You can get into a fight. you suspended and can't come back to school. So now you're even further behind, which means.
But it don't make a difference now, though, because remember, there's no kid that gets left behind. They pushing these kids anyways.
Exactly. So
Unfortunately.
which shows that they're not even pushing the kids. They're just pushing the kids through the system, even though they're not even ready for this world.
It's really
They're
so
not
that they
ready.
can get that money.
Just so they can get money.
No.
So now school
they're
is
gonna
becoming
mark that
about
kid
money
here.
as opposed to education. So which is what people were saying earlier in the show. But I got you. It's cool.
Let's swing to the
Okay.
comment. I think everybody.
Oh no, I'm not upset. I'm not upset. Just so you know.
Here we go. Mama Cookie says, "Hey, sexy chocolate."
Please don't.
God.
The bullshit.
Uh,
The bullshit.
hold on.
Nothing
the
about
kid
that man
says-
is sexy. Stop lying
Okay,
down, Mama Cookie.
Let's bring it back. Zakia says, "Nope, but I was suspended for a fight that I didn't even start."
You see,
Jay says,
Yeah, you were still in the fight though.
That was cold.
matter
Poetic
if you
says
started it.
almost. He said almost, but my GPA was so high that the school forgave me because the ESLR community was coming and they needed my grades on the records. I got suspended a few times. And
Committee.
Zakia said,
committee,
Sorry.
not community.
committee. Sorry. Zakia says it's OCI. That's
Right.
from earlier. Payne says, "Hi, my beautiful queen. You are missed and loved." And
Get him,
Zakia
Butcher.
says on-campus intervention.
That's exactly what it's called.
Sorry.
You know what? Speaking of that, I just have a question. Did anybody, when you were in high school, did anyone have a tardy suite after lunch? And if you
Yes.
got caught up in it, you were actually cleaning the quad during
No.
that
They
time?
didn't have it. Just,
Never
they
got-
didn't
I
have
never- I
it just
never got
after
caught-
lunch.
I never got caught in tardy suite after lunch. If I was already on campus, I went to class. Now, what I did in class, completely different story.
No, they had that at our school. That if it was a tardy sweep, and if you got caught after lunch in a tardy sweep, they were basically making you clean up that whole time.
No, I was in class sleep because I had a hearty meal, just like people said.
Damn.
We didn't have tardy
we,
sweet.
we didn't have that kind of tardy sweet. If you got caught in tardy sweet, you would sit in what is it, the auditorium for that period.
They did that too, but I think that was like in the morning though.
I had a big.
No, for me it was all day.
I done had a big Texas. I done had a big Texas and a Fruitopia. I was sleepy.
I
So
remember
they
big
feel like we gotta-
Oh man.
They're coming back too.
They are. The
They
big-
are.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm about to go to Costco and see what they talking about. But anyway,
Bring
Wait,
back-
we got a couple more comments that
go
rolled
to
in.
the comments and then next question, Professor. Let's
Okay.
go.
Poetic says that's why parents have to be involved as well, being an active parent and really see what's going on at the school and talk to the teachers.
Talk your shit, boy. Talk your
Mama
shit.
Cookie says they get paid for everyone who shows up. That's why they tell you to write an excuse note to get paid. Jason says,
Wow.
bruh.
Wow.
Derek is in the building. What's up, Derek?
What up? Petty in the building. Ain't see you in years, my guy. What the deal? Go
He
ahead.
says, hell yeah, but if you get caught, lunch was detention. Poetic says, I had an off-campus pass, lucky fucker.
not the only class I'm passing. You will never relieve me of that class. But go ahead.
Jay says, no tardy sweet, but I was tardy so many times I easily couldn't graduate. The only reason I was okay is because the nice old admin lady liked me.
Trust me, that
not
should get
tardy
you out
out
a
of school.
lot of that should get you out a lot of things when people like you. But go ahead.
Right. Zakia says, yes, we had tardy sweep and you did clean the lunch area, only had to once. And Jay said,
Wow.
absent. Okay, we got you.
Wow. You actually had to clean? That's crazy.
Damn.
Okay. Let's
This
go.
next
Professor.
question is big back activities. What was your favorite snack or lunch that they served in school? Whether it be junior high, elementary, high school, what was your favorite snack or lunch that they served in school?
Without a doubt, the chicken sandwich. The chicken sandwich that they served on what Tuesdays, I think, back in the day, and they weren't spicy chicken sandwiches. They was the actual chicken sandwich. They were actually juicy and plump. I mean, they were a little dry. You just had to put some ketchup on them, and you were smooth afterwards. But the crazy thing is, my parents made too much money for me to get school lunches, so I used to trade my lunch for their lunch. So that's how I was able to eat school lunch at times, and also pizza Fridays.
I'm gonna honestly say the same thing. I mean, again, back to them cookies for 50 cents. But I just remember at Mount Vernon we had the personal La Pizza Loca pizzas. Actually, that were pretty good. And honestly, I really don't remember from high school because the only thing specifically I remember was outsourced. Niggas brought Domino's pizza in, and that's what everybody was eating for lunch.
Domino's trash back then. Oh, especially in high school. Oh,
It's like, and if you was lucky enough to go off campus, you can go across the street to fucking Poncho's food truck and get something to eat from there if you had an off campus pass.
and some money.
You didn't either. Sound like, huh?
I didn't. I'll be honest. I didn't.
It don't matter. She ditched anyways and probably went.
She had to give a ticket with
No,
the date
see,
with
I didn't go
everybody
there.
else.
We actually ended up going. If we did ditch, we went to Goldenberg down the street. That's where we went.
Please, you was giving a ticket.
Goldenberg was in Midtown, so you went all the way to Midtown.
We walked. Our what was it Tommy's? Either Tom's or Tommy Burger that was right there on Pico.
Tom's.
Where the fuck did
It
you
was
go to
Tom.
school?
God.
You didn't go to okay, so you went to school on the outskirts of LA. You didn't go to school in inner city LA. Because I'm like, where the fuck is Goldenberg?
No, okay, no. So no. Back in the day,
Fella.
y'all know what World on Wheels is, right?
Yeah.
That shopping center that's right there. Goldenberg was right there.
Goldenberg was right there.
Goldenberg is where that
Wow.
Chinese place is.
Okay.
I mean, it's a Wingstop now?
No, Wingstop
Or-
is something else. Goldenberg is now a Chinese place, but that's where Goldenberg used to be. That's why I asked her. I said, "You pushed from LA. Y'all walked. By the time y'all got back, y'all couldn't eat your food."
And that's the funny part, though. We used to mob. It's another discussion, but we used to mob. Like we used to walk in
It
high
ain't
school.
nothing about walking. I'm just saying that's a nice little
We ain't
distance.
game banging now.
My bad.
I know, I'm just fucking around.
It's like you look back at that now, and it's like, damn, we walked here from here and no issues and problems like that. I'm sorry, I went off, but that's interesting.
For me, it would definitely be that that when they serve quesadillas in elementary, I ain't gonna lie, that one was fire.
It had to be. You put the biggest smile on your face when you said that. It had to be fire.
No.
Yeah, I was smiling like the Kool-Aid man every time lunch came around.
Wait. You had quesadillas in school?
Yeah. Yes.
We had chalupas and shit.
Chalupas.
Chalupas was okay, so they weren't really. They were.
Hey, don't sleep on the
So
chalupas.
we used to call them taco boats. That's what they
Yeah,
Okay.
I got you.
You take that little lettuce and
it
put on there.
was that shell. It was the shell
Mhm.
that was made that was kind of like a cup. It was cheese in it, and then it had sprinkles of meatballs in it. That was pause, but I'm just saying it. But anyway, he had straight chalupas. But go ahead.
And then when I got to high school, that's when the personalized
eating.
pieces came along. But shoot, I wish I had an off-campus pass. Shoot, I would be at AET Burgers off of Avalon like a motherfucker.
They knew better not to give me a on campus pass. They knew better not to give me a on off campus pass. They already knew I wasn't coming back. That was the case. And y'all gave me free reign to do so. So
Well, damn.
lunch was over 2 hours ago. Hey, off campus pass. I missed the bus.
Damn,
Double
not
A.
Mr. Buzz.
We didn't have no good food. That's why I think I probably like always took my lunch. Like we didn't like again private school, so we would shelter a little bit more. Like y'all, like I think the most we probably had was pizza, but at the end of the day, like we had pizza so much, like you got kind of sick of pizza.
Mhm.
But I think
Facts.
I will say that maybe the brownies was decent until like one day some jerk of a kid decided to say these weed brownies, and the next you know the brownies was being sold out because everybody thought they was getting high off these brownies and it was regular brownies. But at the end of the day,
Damn.
Hey, yo, what about the coffee cakes that they used to sell?
yeah, everybody used to talk about the
Well, them
coffee
coffee
cakes
cakes
at
are
LUSC.
Bruh, the middle piece, oh my god,
Have,
was a
No,
piece
thank
of heaven in your
heaven on earth, bro. Heaven on earth.
I ain't gonna hold
Oh my
y'all.
god.
Calzones that they had in school were
Oh,
fire,
yeah.
especially if you got it when they first came out the oven in one sitting. Fire. But I'm not gonna
Man.
hold y'all. Them square pizzas, if you got the right one and you got the pepperoni ones, not that all cheese bullshit, but them square ones was fire. And we're not gonna even mention, do y'all remember the frozen grape fruit punch little things? It was like in a triangle. You
Yep.
pop them pieces open. Oh my
Yep.
god.
Those
Y'all never
were
had those little frozen like slushy type things in a
If we did, I do not remember.
oh my god. Let me that. Oh, you don't want it? Let me have it. Oh, let me trade you
You
this.
either
for
had
that.
the Welch's grape or the fruit punch.
But that's when I would eat lunch on certain days because my mama always packed us a lunch. But the way my mama packed us a lunch, she would pack us enough to have for lunch and then for after school. So you come to school with like a whole sub sandwich where she had them like wrapped separately and shit. Your pickle, your juice, your fruit, your water. Like my mama packed her lunch like she was packing for grown folks when we was in elementary school.
Well, I must admit, in middle school, when I was still taking my lunch, I used to eat that shit like during class. So then lunchtime, I'll be hungry. but anyway, that's neither here nor there in our conversation for another day. Can we get to the comments?
Yes. Jay says smiley face tater tots beat everything. Also chicken drummy. Poetic says taco snack and the warm honey bun. All the warm honey buns. Yeah. Jay says pizza is always good. Poetic says, oh, and the hot pocket.
The calzone.
Derek says my high school has some orange chicken with rice. The orange chicken was a nice size, not too much fat on it, and the rice was perfect. Y'all niggas had orange chicken. You know what? Okay. Poetic says Lancaster had Pizza Hut, but they also had a real chef that made us bomb ass meals. Zakia says the 50-cent cookies that I would break into my chocolate milk and and let them get soggy and eat with the spoon. Ah, memories. The chicken sandwiches, pizza, and the taco boats. Middle school we had Subway, and high school we had Pizza Loca. I had Subway at one of my middle schools, most definitely.
I'm about to say in high school. In high school, we had Pizza Hut, and that shit used to be greasy and good as a motherfucker though. But we had Pizza Loca too, but then nobody buy it. So like, who eats La Pizza Loca? But to each his own.
All right. Poetic says senior year I would go get food from wherever I wanted because I had an off campus pass. Zakia says, oh, and the calzones.
Yep.
It says, did y'all have Lay's? They were. Oh, I think he meant they were Tropicana Freezies. I never had the Tropicana Freezies. Jay says they were the best. Stephanie says meat pies and tacos. We have a lot of street vendors, and those were the staples. Yeah, meat pies. Jay says, did any of you guys get strawberry milk? By the way,
no, we only got chocolate and white milk.
Chocolate and white.
Mainly chocolate milk.
Yeah. Anyway.
No, but you be mad if you got your lunch last and all the chocolate milk was gone.
That's
dead
a fact.
ass.
That's
true
regular ass milk.
Like, where all the chocolate milk go?
Regular ass milk.
For me, never have not ever to happen to have tickets. I always had a chocolate milk though. That's for damn sure. But anyway, on to the next.
Them lunch tickets used to come in clutch. I don't know why motherfuckers all of a sudden became like it was an embarrassing thing to have, but them tickets came in clutch. Just saying.
I'm not saying it's embarrassing. I just said my parents made too much money, so I couldn't get it.
No, I'm saying that at some point, like at my school, for some reason, people started looking at that as like an embarrassment, and I'm just like, why?
Now you know what the embarrassment was when you lost that ticket. When you couldn't find it when it come lunchtime. But next question.
Man, parents used to pin them on the kids' clothes too.
Mhm.
No, I done seen motherfuckers cry their eyes out because they couldn't find that ticket. But go ahead.
Did you participate in any sports or extracurricular activities after school?
Yeah, I was in drama.
I was definitely in drama in middle
I was in
school.
drama. I even tried out for what movie was that? Aquila the Bee.
Was it-
No, I'm not bullshitting.
You learn a lot about Jay when you ask certain questions.
No, I'm not bullshitting.
Real, that's really cool.
I wasn't about to be Kiki Palmer's character, but I definitely tried out for the movie.
So in middle school, did flag football, did basketball, did track and field. In high school, did basketball, did track and field till I quit. So yeah.
Until you quit, you got tired of running. You was tired of being Forrest.
But I also played football during my years growing up as well, though. It wasn't for the school, but I played Pop Warner football.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did flag football once in elementary, and I did have yeah. It was mainly for like fifth graders and everything, but it was fun. And I did have 1 year of Pop Warner football, but that's where the extracurricular activities stopped for me because I really wasn't all for like being social because I was pretty much an outcast all throughout. So I would have been more happier just being at home and being on the game.
So was it something that you wanted to do, or was it something you were forced to do?
Well, I would say for flag football, I actually did enjoy, and for Pop Warner, it was kind of like yes, and no. I would say yes because I actually enjoy like playing it, playing with the street kids and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And no because I just really hated the coach.
Yeah, I know them times. I hated a lot of my coaches, but see,
they brought out the best person in you at the end of the day.
that's a fact, though. Like the coaches you hated were the ones that really, really care because they talk shit to you, but not my place right now to talk.
For me, I did do drama. That was in junior high. I did also drill team, dance, and then my mama made us take etiquette classes, and I hated that with a passion. But that lady was just, ugh. And Girl Scouts.
Okay.
I did that too after my mama made me dress like her best friend or her friend's daughter. Yeah.
Yikes.
Listen, it wasn't right. It wasn't right at all. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Did you go, Heather B?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Yeah.
I said drama. I also had drama as well.
And what grade level?
It was middle school.
I'm about to say you missed all the days of high school, but better to go to the drama club after school.
I did write on the school newspaper in junior high.
Wait, what? Say that again, please.
I wrote on the school newspaper in junior high.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
We had like a school radio program, but that was during school hours though. It wasn't like after
I mean, it's
hours.
fine. Even if you did it in school, it's fine. It's still
Yeah,
activity.
I mean, yeah,
it was still something extra outside of the normal school.
for sure.
All right.
I also remember we had, at least when I went to Emerson, for kids who couldn't quite go home yet. I know there was like an after school club, so it was almost like a clubhouse. So you go in there and they had like arcade games and things of that nature that you could do.
I went to LA Vista.
Well,
This was in West. This was in Westwood.
oh, that figures. But anyway, on to the comments, please.
Yeah, we just have two. Jay said, I felt that same. I believe this was in regards to
We got one more.
what Meech was saying. Okay. Zakia says, I was beginning band in middle school. In elementary, my parents had me in all kinds of classes at the community center because they worked. I was in tennis, gymnastics, sewing, baking, origami, and cartoon drawing classes. High school, I was in leadership, senior activities, and BSO Black Student Organization. You did a lot, girl.
Okay.
You make the quite a resume.
Right.
Haven't you?
You did a whole lot.
What?
Oh, wait,
grade-
we have one more. Okay, Mama Cookie says elementary children choir, middle school cheerleader, school choir, drama class, high school ROTC, and color guard band, fly girl, school choir. Ooh. You did a lot too, Mama Cookie.
Mama Cookie even worked on the Air Force Base before.
Now
You
that is
go. You go, Mama Cookie. I see you.
FYI,
Let's
Mama
go.
Cookie didn't grow up here. She grew up in Pensacola, Florida, y'all. So it's a little bit different. up there.
For sure.
What grade would you consider as your glow up grade? What grade would you consider as your glow up grade?
Are we talking like looks, smartness, or like everything, or
Everything like that you just completely changed.
To people,
I'm definitely gonna say a lot.
I'm gonna definitely say 12th grade.
Why?
Well, I wasn't considered the goofy. I wasn't considered the goofy guy like that anymore. I mean, yeah, I've always been goofy. I've always been the class clown. But I think 11/12 is when girls start looking at me in that light, like, oh, he's cute. Okay, so yeah, that was could be considered my glow up grade, I guess.
Okay.
And then I was extremely popular too. So
I think I had. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead,
No.
Heather.
Aaron, you good.
No, ladies go first. Go ahead.
I was gonna say 11th grade. Honestly, was my glow up year. Like I said, 10th grade, I pretty much. I'm not gonna lie, I fucked that shit up. So 11th grade was the beginning of me climbing back up to the top, as far as getting my grades together, getting my credits, and then also physically, I felt more comfortable with who I was. Like 9th and 10th grade, you just get into school, get into high school, you're still developing what your personality is and what your style is. So I think by the time 11th grade came, I was way more comfortable with who I was as a person.
I was gonna say I think I had more than one moment, but I remember like in the 7th grade, I had a real glow up moment where getting a little bit older, about to graduate, from middle school, going to high school. So I think at that point, like, mentally wise, I think like I kind of knew that I was about to go through a change of going from middle school to high school, and things wasn't going to be the same anymore. So I think I was a little bit ahead of the game. So 7th grade was my first one. And then like around 11th grade was my second one, where again, I kind of noticed that there's about to be a transition from high school to college / the real world. So I think those were my two moments in life where I was like, you know what? I mentally had to prepare myself for what was coming per se.
Okay.
Me, definitely, I would have to say 10th grade because I felt myself changing as far as appearance wise. I started to care more about my appearance a lot more, and and it was in like 10th grade my where my deep voice fully developed. So shut up.
No, I'm not laughing at you because of that. I'm laughing at you because of my personal experience. I'm not laughing at you.
But I would count. I would definitely count 10th grade as where I fully felt myself like glowed up the most, just because of those two specific things, like appearance wise and when my deep voice pretty much fully developed.
Okay. Um, I'm going to say probably ninth going in 10th grade. It's only because I was such a tomboy to the point where I started like changing how I dressed, and then I noticed like boys were looking, and so I became like girly because I really wasn't that girl that like would wear a dress or, you know, keep her hair done except for maybe some braids. And so as I got older, that noticing boys noticing me and seeing like my sister always getting attention. Oh well, you know what? Let me change myself and see what happens. And that was my glow up year. Not too major. And look at me now. I'm a curly girl.
That's when you got them elemental P's.
Oh no, I've had my elemental P's since I was in sixth grade. Tried to hide them. Didn't hurt.
Oh
Didn't work.
Lord.
Didn't work
All
out.
righty. Did everybody answer?
Yeah, let's go
Yeah.
XYZ to the comments, please.
Okay.
And see that glow up.
We just have one. Zakia says ninth grade. I was like, these are my last 4 years. Make them great, and I did. Man, I miss high school.
I don't.
I do.
I would say honestly, my
I miss
last year.
certain
That was-
things.
I miss my last 3 years. Ninth grade. Well, ninth grade was actually pretty cool for me too, though, until I got it kicked
I
off.
would say the last year was like the best ever.
I mean, of course. Of course.
But for me, this was
It's senior year.
Not-
All attention was on you at that
Yeah,
point.
seniors got the
That
good
special
treatment.
treatment.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
And just as a sidebar, like me, I'm just saying because I remember when I was kind of in the phase of hitting puberty and going beyond that because my cousins and all that would call to speak to my dad, and I would answer the phone. They'd be like, "Oh, where your husband at?" And I'm like, "I ain't got no husband." And they just, "Oh boy, give your daddy the phone." I'm like, that's why I laugh.
Oh
why I laugh.
Lord.
They because of my voice.
Where your husband at?
Where your
No, like
husband
dead
at?
ass, like dead ass. Like my
You
dad's
had a
friends and my
high-pitched
dad's
voice.
friends and my older cousins would call the house to look for my dad, and I answer the phone, and they'd be like, "Where your husband at?" And I'm like, "I ain't got no husband," and they just like, "Oh, I didn't know that was you, man. Get on, give your daddy the phone." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Damn.
I used to hate that. I used to hate that with a passion, but yeah.
Yeah, we got
I
room for
get
one
it.
question. One more question, and I think this is a good question to end it with. Knowing what you know now, what advice would you give your younger self going into ninth grade? Knowing what you know now, what advice would you give your younger self going into ninth grade?
High school goes by super, super fast. Apply yourself to the fullest capacity. Just because it's easier, just because you're not being challenged, doesn't mean to slack off. After these 4 years, you have to make some real decisions with your life. Whether, again, you're going to college, you're going to go get a job. Multiple of both of the situations. But I would definitely tell myself that high school goes really quick. Although 4 years seems like a long time, 4 year flies by fast, and don't have no regrets moving forward?
Okay.
I think for me, it would be to tell myself not to be so naive to things that are being told to you. Be who you are, no matter who may look at it differently. Be genuinely yourself at all times, and focus on taking your ass to school. No ditching, no. um, Focus on your grades, focus on you so that you can actually become the writer that you wanted to be.
Love it. Honestly, for me, I would tell myself like, don't don't give in to don't give in to bullies, because you have people that will try you from all different angles, and just have that courage to stand up for yourself. Don't be anyone's punching bag. Don't be anyone's target. Just just have the courage and confidence to stand up to people that pick on you simply because of simply because of how you look. Have some strong self-esteem about yourself at the end of the day.
That's the Meech.
Yeah, for real.
Real deep.
Thank
Um, what I can tell my ninth grade self from this point of view, um, you're better than what you're given credit for. You're basically, regardless of what people see on the outside, you're more on the inside, and you've done better, or you can do better than what you are doing. If you learn to apply yourself better than what you're doing, you will achieve more in the later years of your life. Also, don't quit on your sports and extracurricular activities, because those two can take you to they can take you to a place beyond your wildest dreams if you apply yourself in those aspects as well. Don't let what don't let what people perceive of you make make who you are as a person, or define you as a person, I should say. Just because you're one way doesn't mean, or just because people perceive you as one way doesn't mean that's who you are actually. And that's what I would tell myself.
It's deep, bro.
I would tell myself that you can do anything you put your mind to. What you saying?
Nothing. Go ahead. Go ahead. We ain't fucking up your
Continue
moment. Go ahead.
on. Continue on, Professor.
It wasn't towards you though.
I would tell myself that
Right.
you can do anything that you want to do. Um, to always strive to be a great person. And even though life gives you hard balls, continue to, work through those things. Shut up, Aaron. I see you smile when I said that.
Okay, so I wasn't the only one. Okay, go ahead. Because I was like,
Yeah.
"Damn, what I said word?" But go ahead.
It's a figure of speech, but
Right.
don't let anyone tell you what you are or what you can be, and always to overcome those obstacles that get put in your way, and just always be the best version of you that you can be. That's
That's what's
pretty
up.
much about myself.
To the comments, please.
Alrighty. Drago's in the building. He says
What up,
hi.
Drago?
Right, go.
What's happening?
It's
My
good to see.
guy.
It's good
Long
to see
time
everybody
no
come back
see.
tonight for sure.
Mhm.
Right.
Zakia says, "Girl, you are not fat. You're thick. In a few years, big girls will be everything." As far as her advice, she says, "Saving and investing early Here we go. Investing early, stay away from credit cards, and get life insurance ASAP. It's the cheapest. Go to a HBCU and not be afraid to leave California.
Agreed.
I like that. I like that.
Totally.
Every point.
Church.
Talk your shit, Z.
Church.
Excellent points. Because man,
Oh,
who knows what would happen if I'd have left California? But yeah, I was too afraid.
Man.
and I
Right.
probably tell
Or-
myself, start
or
putting your
invest early.
early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With that being said, we have come to the end of Talk Your Shit Back to School night, whatever we called it. So basically, with that being said, we gonna go to the creator, Miss Heather B, if you please.
Okay. Thank you once again, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you for your comments. If you shared the show, thank you. Your reactions. Truly appreciate every single piece of support that we do receive from you guys. We truly, truly do appreciate it. For the ones who tuned in on Facebook, the ones who tuned in on YouTube, thank you once again. Just make sure that you do follow all of our social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, as well as our YouTube channel. Final thoughts. Everyone's had, good school memories, bad school memories, but no matter whatever the case may be, it is those memories and those actions that have molded us into the people that we are today. So even if there are things that we want to change, we are all on the paths that we are meant to be. Whether if you're continuing with your schooling, whether if you decide to go to trade school or you just got into the job field, you are all on the path that you are supposed to be on. So do not make anyone, if you see anyone else's path and where they're going, if they're going to an Ivy League school, if they're doing, that is what their path is. Everyone is different, so just continue the path as it is made for you.
Okay. Double A.
And with that, folks, good night. I think Heather has set it all off. No, again, thank you for the continual support for those who are always tune in as we come on, or those who have been gone for a while now, making their way back. We do appreciate everyone who stops in and support us. School nostalgia will always be school nostalgia for me. I feel like as much as we like these conversations and love these days, they're not coming back. So I feel like we gotta, although we hold them dear and close to our hearts, we gotta look forward to making great memories moving forward, whether it's for the next generation coming up, or whether community service, whatever the case may be. I just feel like we got to now accept our roles as, lack of better words, big OGs, and kind of groom the younger folks coming up behind us. Because at the end of the day, we can't go back to high school, we can't go back to middle school, we damn sure can't go back to elementary school. We can continue our college careers, or we can pick up a college career if we wanted to. But at the end of the day, I just feel like outside of maybe Heather, well, I'm not going to speak for y'all. At the end of the day, if that's your path moving forward, by all means, bettering yourself is not a bad thing at all. But at the end of the day, if we're not going to better ourselves and maybe help someone better themselves, be an inspiration to somebody else, or be the mentor to somebody, just the power of the tongue is powerful. So at the end of the day, don't be afraid to do the right thing. And with that, I am out.
Meech.
I will say, for everyone that tuned in on both Facebook and YouTube, y'all shared a whole lot of high school nostalgia for y'all experiences, and we do appreciate the energy y'all bring in every time we're on your screen, y'all tuning in and everything. As far as final remarks, I would say appreciate the value of education, whether it be you going back to learning stuff at elementary, middle school, high school, and even college. As long as you're able to apply it to whatever you choose to do after your schooling is done, always hold that adhere to your not only yourself eternally, but also will you apply it to your passions in life?
And with that being said, take care of yourselves and each other, because that was too good. But as Heather B said, follow us on all social media platforms. We appreciate everybody who is a supporter, and we greatly appreciate you guys coming back and forth each show we actually do. And final remarks: regardless of what happened to you in your school career, regardless of if it was negative or good, just respect those memories because they made you who the person that you are today with, and they've also made you great human beings, and that you'll be able to accomplish more just purely off of what you learned back then, and that overall you're just overall you're just good people. So respect the memories that you had at the end of the day, and know that they happened to you for a certain reason. And with that being said, I'm gonna pass the baton off to the professor.
We know in life sometimes life can be hard and we make mistakes. But you are the only person who can make your life easier and fix those mistakes. Don't let others make you feel a certain way. Stay genuine to yourself and true to yourself, and continue to make great memories that you can reminisce on later on in life. I love every one of y'all. Live life, love, and laugh. And I'm out.
And with that being said, seriously, this time we have come to the end
She want to
of
read the comments.
We got 3 more comments just before we
read
go.
comments real quick. Sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. Mama Cookie says mine's would be slow down. You on the right track. You have nothing to prove to anyone but yourself, and make your mom proud. She has invested a lot for you. And remember what she always told you: those people who you call a friend are not your friend; those are your associates. Zakia says this show has me had me reminiscing hard. Great job, UTR. Mama Cookie also says, thank you guys for taking me back down memory lane. I enjoy the experience. There's nothing like looking back, cherishing every moment. Everyone be blessed, and may God's favor reign upon you all. Have a great, awesome week ahead. You as well, Mama Cookie.
Amen.
Amen.
She also says UTR is the shit always, baby. What that baby gonna do? Gonna go. Sorry.
We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Definitely
Love it.
And Stephanie says, great questions and good show.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
With that being said, we have come to the end of UTR's Talk Your Shit Back to School night. And without further ado, take care of yourselves and each other. We love y'all.
Bye, guys.